Hi guys, it's me, Miss Borek, and I am back. I am back to read to you, and I am so excited because we are starting a new unit. Yes, we're done with our careers unit with supply and demand and goods and services, and we are moving on to something very exciting. This unit is all about science, and it's all about our changing Earth. Yes, we're going to learn about volcanoes this week. Yes, and we're going to learn about some other great stuff in the weeks to come. Oh my goodness. As I am saying this to you, I'm realizing we only have a few weeks of school left. Like less than 10 weeks of school left. More than 5, but less than 10 for sure. Can you believe that? I can't believe it, but I am so excited that you guys are finally coming back to school for hybrid. I have literally cried seeing you guys in the hallway. But anyways, let's get back to our new unit. So today I'm going to read to you a book called Hill of, you guys see all my notes? This book is called Hill of Fire, okay? And this book is about a farmer. Yes, it's about a farmer who, just works every day really hard, plowing the field, pulling the crops, growing the crops, all of those things. And he's kind of bored. He's kind of like, nothing ever happens around here. But one day, something happens. Now, you could probably infer or predict what is going to happen in my book since I just told you what we're studying this week. But we're going to read and find out, okay? Well, I think, spoiler alert, I think once you copy down that question, you might know what happens. Let's talk about our question, our focus for this book. It says, how would you describe the farmer's life before the volcano erupted? Yes, there's a volcano in this book, and it's going to erupt. Yeah. So, how would you describe the farmer's life before the volcano erupted? Go ahead, hit pause. Well, if you don't have your journal, hit pause. Grab your journal, then copy this down. And also, we're going to be making a bubble map since we are describing the life of the farmer. So put farmer's life. Make sure you have that apostrophe right there because the farmer owns his life. It's his. Yeah. So farmer's life in the middle, create a bubble map. I just drew one little branch right here. I don't like to go branch crazy when I'm doing bubble maps, so I'm going to start with one. I'm going to move out of the way also so you can copy this down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope that you are ready to start our new unit all about changes, okay? How is change necessary for growth? Did you know that volcanoes change our Earth? Yes. Let's read this book and see just how volcanoes can change our Earth. But don't forget, that's our focus question, okay? We're talking about the farmer's life. We're talking about so many things, lots of things we're learning. Are you guys ready to learn? Me too. Let's move all my notes so you can actually see the cover of the book. Hill of Fire. And did you guys know this is actually a true story? Well, it's based off of a true story. Hill of Fire. Hill of Fire. Once there was a farmer who lived in Mexico. It's true, he really lived in Mexico. He lived in a little village in a house which only had one room. I bet you guys know where Mexico is. Some of you may have even been there, or maybe even have family that lives there. We have a school and a market and a church with an old bell that rings on Sundays. Our village is the best there is, but nothing ever happens here, said the farmer. Do you guys ever feel like the farmer? It's the same old saying, get up, go to Zoom school, do my homework, do my chores, go to bed, get up, go. That's how the farmer is feeling right now. And I bet you felt like that before. Every morning when the farmer woke up, the first thing he saw was the roof of his little house. Every morning for breakfast, he ate 2 flat cakes of ground corn. His wife made them the night before. He put honey all over the cakes and drank cinnamon tea from a clay mug. Nothing ever happens here. It says that he does the same thing every day. Yeah, how could we describe his life? I'm thinking of a word that means like the same thing, you do it again and again every day, just like he's doing. Wake up, eat breakfast, same breakfast, drink tea, same tea. I would say routine. Yeah, he has a routine, right? It's the same thing every day. Let's write routine. Now, what makes his life so, let me move out of the way so you can see. What makes his life so routine? Yes, doing the same thing, eating the same flat corn cakes, drinking the same cinnamon tea, right? Out of the same clay cup, staring at the same wall or ceiling when he wakes up in the morning. You can write those under here, guys. And that will make you a superstar student. Write those details there that make his life routine. Can you do that for me? Perfect. Okay. If you need to hit pause while you write those down, go ahead, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and keep on moving. It was still dark and the farmer got ready to leave for the field. His son, Pablo, was still asleep. Perhaps today, said his wife, something will happen. No, said the farmer, nothing will. The farmer led his ox away and did not look back. Who do you think that is? That's his son still sleeping. What was his son's name? Pablo. Do you know anybody named Pablo? Me neither. I've heard the name, but I don't know any Pablos. At night, the farmer returned. He fed his ox, then he sat down by the fire. Pablo played with 5 smooth stones. He threw the stones at a hole that he had dug in the earth. See, Papa, said Pablo, I got one in. But the farmer was tired. He did not answer. Every day was the same. How could you describe his life? He's tired. He's so tired. His son's talking to him and he can't even answer. What's that called? When you're not just a little bit of tired, you're a lot of bit of tired. Oh yeah, exhausted. Yes, exhausted. His life is exhausting. Let's write it down. He is a farmer that works hard every day. His life is exhausting. Exhausting, yeah. And then can you write me some details there? What does he do that makes his life so exhausting? Remember they said he gets up before the sun is up and he works in the field all day long? Those are the details you can write under that word. Exhausting. Superstars, you. Good job. If you need to hit pause, don't forget, hit pause anytime you need to. I'll be here when you come back. Let's turn the page. All morning, the farmer worked in his field. The ox helped him. When there was a big rock in the way, the ox stopped and laid down. The farmer pushed the rock away. Said the farmer. The ox looked at the farmer. Then the ox got up and pulled again. So that's another detail that you can put right here. His life was exhausting. Why? He had to push big giant rocks out of the way to get that plow through. Yeah. Late in the morning, when the sun was high, Pablo came into the field. There's the son, Pablo. There's the man still working hard. Pablo, said the farmer, why are you not in school? There's no school today, Papa, said Pablo. I have come to help you plow. The farmer smiled. He reached into his pocket and gave the boy a small wooden toy. A bull! Cried Pablo. The farmer had made it for his son during the hot time of the day when he rested from his work. Any other ways to describe his work? It's exhausting, it's routine, or his life. Describe his life. That's what we're describing. Oh, really? You can write that down if you want to, for sure. I like when you guys think for yourself. Pablo helped the farmer plow the field. The ox pulled and the plow turned up the soil. Suddenly, the plow stopped. The farmer and his son pushed, and the ox pulled. But the plow did not move. It sank into the earth. It went down, 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 down into a little hole. Well, that's just weird. Wonder why it's stuck. That's what you think? I mean, there is a volcano in this book, right? I don't know. Let's keep reading. What? The little hole became bigger. There was a noise deep under the ground, as if something big had growled. The farmer looked. Pablo looked. The ox turned its head. White smoke came from the hole in the ground. What is happening? Yeah. Run, said the farmer. Run! There was a loud crack, and the earth opened wide. The farmer ran, and Pablo ran, and the ox ran too. Fire and smoke came from the ground. I think we're going to stop right here for today, boys and girls, because I think what's happening is the volcano is erupting. Yeah. And we're just wondering what happened, how would we describe his life before the volcano? So we can't read about the volcano, not yet, not until tomorrow. Yep. And then we're going to see how the volcano changes our earth. Okay. But first, let's talk about how we would describe the farmer's life. Is there anything that you think we should write down that we didn't write down? Boring. Yes, it was boring. His life was boring. He says every day is the exact same. Now remember, if you are a superstar student, you can give me some details that prove his life is boring. Yeah. Can you remember that? Oh yeah, that's a good example that proves that his life is boring, for sure. And if there's anything else that you saw in this book or you heard, then you know what? You write that down, because it's time that y'all start thinking for yourself. Yes, Miss Borek can't do all the thinking anymore. Her brain is on overload. Boys and girls, it is time for our video to be over. But first, alert, alert, alert. Your assignment for today is to go on Flipgrid and describe the farmer's life before the volcano. Don't forget that key word. Before the volcano erupted. What was his life like? Boring, routine, and exhausting, right? I think so too. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Taco Tuesday. Bye, guys. Or maybe it might not be Tuesday for you because this whole 1, 2, 3 assignment thing. Well, anyways, I'm going to make a video for Tuesday. Bye, guys.